What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Komaris, and for today's video I'm going to be talking about our beloved sister and the passing of her, Takiria Takano, aka TikTok. So as you all may know, they're getting rid of TikTok on January 19th, this Sunday, which is also my birthday. So this is the most wonderful, beautiful birthday gift I have ever received throughout my many years of living. And just being completely honest, this is going to be a very this is just an app, but the things that this app has made possible for me and many other creatives, and just like having a community within the app, it makes it more than just an app. So like it leaving is something that's going to be like very sad, but I feel like you wouldn't understand unless you actively engaged with the platform, whether you are a creative or just a consumer of content on that platform. But yeah, in this video I'm going to give 4 reasons why I love and will miss TikTok, and I'm also going to say what my plans are at the end of this video, what my plans are after TikTok is finally gone, and how I'm gonna maneuver throughout content creating after that. Wow, just in time. Let me show them. Say hey.
Hey.
Alright, that's my cousin Junior. He's an artist. But now, back to the video. Reason 1, safeness. TikTok is a very, it almost in a way permits you to be your authentic self, 100% yourself, and without the fear of being judged by people. And unlike platforms like Instagram, Facebook, that have been around for a long time, and the main platforms that people have used to follow the people that they know in real life, and people have followed you for years and maybe almost even decades at this point, on these platforms, to the point where they more than likely feel like they know you. And so when you're doing something like not necessarily over the top but different from your norm, they're not going to interact with it. They're going to look at it sideways, and always in a way it's going to make you feel like you're being judged, because 9 times out of 10 you probably are. And with TikTok, this platform, it honestly permitted you to not fear being judged at all, because it's a fresh app for one, and in a way you don't have a following that you had since like the beginning of your entire career. It makes you in a way have less you're less capable of worrying and feeling the need to like peer pressure people to like support you and engage in your content and things like that, because the you start off on the platform with nobody, possibly, unless you promote yourself on your other platforms. But me personally, when I started TikTok, I did not promote myself on any of the previous platforms that I've had, because I feel like if you weren't supportive of me over here, why would I want you over there? So I built my page up from like scratch, and I started gaining lots of people who took a liking to me within like I've been on TikTok since like it first transitioned, like from Musically, because I was actively on Musically too. But yeah, I feel like TikTok was literally the most safest. To sum everything up, I feel like TikTok was the most safest platform for anyone to like go into more self-expression, and just overall trying to figure themselves out, the types of content they want to make, and just test run a lot of their ideas and content ideas and strategies without the fear of being judged by people that Reason 2, the well curated algorithm. The algorithm on this platform is absolutely insane from the creator and a consumer perspective. I would say from a creator perspective, you wouldn't have to worry about like your content reaching who it's supposed to reach. Um, the main problem that I have and many other people have with even YouTube and Instagram is our videos reaching an audience of people who literally don't support any of the ideas that we have or just the type of people that we are. They're totally against it. But with TikTok, it only in a way made your content reach like people that, you know, took interest in the things that you did. And rather it be like in a way like a joke or something like that, the people that you want to see it and people that you need to see it, they will see it. And unlike on other platforms where you post content or post certain jokes or, you know, very niche jokes to be like more specific, jokes that only people of a certain caliber of, you know, thinking or within certain ethnic groups or just like niche period, like overall niche jokes or content and things that nobody will understand, it will reach them. Just based off like I believe they do like instant tagging based off like your word usage, and it points the content to, you know, the people that often engage in that type of stuff. And yeah, it reaches the people that it needs to reach, and you get the engagement. You don't have to like over explain yourself or fear, you know, like, why am I getting all these views and no likes? Did they understand my joke? Did they not understand my joke? And that's something that we all are gonna probably struggle with on Instagram and YouTube, with our videos, you know, reaching maybe some of the people who understand what we're talking about, but more than likely reaching people who literally don't have a clue what we're talking about or just simply aren't interested in what we're talking about if they do understand. And from, you know, a consumer perspective, I would say that, you know, it basically only shows you the things that you may possibly like. And if it does show you something that you don't like, it's going to be like in a satirical and comical way. You're going to get a laugh out of it. And, you know, like on other platforms, especially, I would just say Instagram, they constantly show me stuff that I have really shown a disinterest in, and I've reported and saying I don't want to see anything like this again. But they still constantly show it until I like force myself to engage with other content and make it like take over my explore page basically. And like it forces me to like things and comment on things just so I can get the other stuff out of my view. Because like I hate those trypophobia, fear mongering type of posts, and they just make my skin crawl. I'm itching just thinking about it. But Instagram does this thing like every other month where that's all my explore page, and I don't engage with that type of stuff, so I'm not understanding why. And I report it every time, but they constantly, you know, bring it back for some reason, and it's so annoying. But with TikTok, I didn't really have to deal with that. If I didn't want to see people, you know, I'm very adamant about blocking people that I don't want to see. But also like with their fan pages and things like that, I wouldn't see them either. So yeah. Reason 3, artist discovery. So personally, I am a person who loves music, and I love, you know, discovering new artists. I don't like to be stuck on the same music all the time. Like I hated that growing up, like how sometimes like my mom and my older cousin, they will only play the same songs over and over and over and over every day, every week. And I'll just be like, do you not try to find like more music to listen to? Like, what's the problem with that? So I believe that has made me to the point where I want to actively find more music to listen to. And, you know, I used to have to go on SoundCloud to find like new artists that, you know, aren't like already mainstream and things like that. But now, well, then, because TikTok is about to go now, I used to, go through TikTok and just like find people. They'll just come across my For You page, and there'll be new artists, up and coming artists. And I would check out their music, and if it's good, like I will follow them and keep following their music. And a lot of these artists and music artists, I've discovered have also like become some of my mutuals and even friends, and we support each other's content. And some of these people that I want to name, I'm just going to name a few because I do want to make a video talking about artists that I did discover on TikTok. So I'm just going to name a few, and you should check them out. Kyle Horn, Jaren McDowell, It Girl, Gap 2 Vamp, Curtis the Creator, Ave MacArthur, Cinny, and Royal Marquise. Definitely check those people out. I will also like do a video talking about like them and plus more people, more of my mutuals that I, love their music. Talk about more of their music and basically trying to promote them and let you see that these are some very dope individuals that I've discovered through TikTok. And I hope that I will be able to continue to discover new artists via Instagram and YouTube, which YouTube is actually pretty good for. But, yeah, I may have to end up going back to, SoundCloud discovery. And yeah, reason for my achievements. So first, this app has like helped me with, my reach and how far my content reaches people. Growing up, I used to use Instagram solely to post dub smash dance videos, and I felt like I was a very underrated creator at that time period of my life. And my videos would not go as far as I feel like they should have, although I had like many of the biggest dancers at the time, hyping me up and, sharing my content and things like that. I didn't really like become known and, profit off of my contributions to the dub smash community and things like that. So I feel like this time around, like I kind of received that tenfold with, even experiencing my first dose of virality. I've had people use my videos before as memes and stuff like that. Big pages and stuff like that share my video and my videos and my content. But this was actually my first time like going viral. I did a video of me dancing to Ghosts by Michael Jackson, just on a whim of me being bored during my first semester in college. I don't even think I had started taking my first few classes yet. It was COVID. We were taking all our classes online. So I made this video of me dancing to Ghosts by Michael Jackson. Before moving in, I found my Wii game, and I was just reminiscing about it for a very long time. But, I don't have a Wii anymore, so I couldn't play it. So it just, in the midst of, being in my dorm and, my roommate leaving the room, I was like, let me just make this quick video. And the video ended up going viral. And by viral, I mean 1.1 million views on TikTok itself, and over 700,000 on Facebook. It also reached over 1 million people on Twitter. At the time, it was Twitter. And also more people posting it on, Instagram and things like that. So that's virality to me. Like, once your video starts crossing platforms, not only because of you posting on different platforms, I feel like that's when virality happens. And it also like caused a wave of more people making videos, dancing to that song, and also more Michael Jackson songs. But I didn't invent the dance and things like that, or just the concept of reenacting that dance, which people tried to make it seem like I was doing it that way. It literally wasn't that. I was just reminiscing about something that I used to do in my childhood that not only I did, but as we can see, many people have done as well. And I enjoyed it. I was just having fun. I was just trying to cheer myself up because college was very depressing during COVID, if you don't know. But yeah, that video going viral really opened doors for me. Like, it helped me reach enough followers to get into the creator fund. And with the money that I made on the creator fund, I was able to pay off on a lot of my college, all my stuff, a lot of stuff that I had to pay out of pocket. The creator fund, through that video and other videos that I made throughout being in the creator fund, helped me, you know, pay for those things in college that I literally couldn't afford because I didn't have a job at the time. And yeah. Yeah, it also helped me develop like a vast following of 40K plus, somewhat, you know, consistent supportive people in a community. Like I've said, a lot of people, it's very hard to, like, it's always been hard to get people to follow you on other platforms on TikTok. And I believe even within this time period of TikTok leaving, like, people are very hesitant to follow you on another platform because, you know, they can't be as free on there either, even as consumer. Like, it's select people that they want to follow. Maybe they can only follow celebrities, or, you know, certain people have a following limit when it comes to Instagram and stuff like that. Like, they don't want to have more than 500 followers or 999 followers, which is kind of crazy, but I understand in a way. But yeah, I've had people like constantly comment on my videos and actively return to my channel. I mean, not my channel, actively return to my page and stuff like that, and to the point where I was beginning to recognize Avies and usernames. So I feel like that was something really dope and very cool to experience, because I haven't experienced that since like my Dub Smash days, which was 2016 through 2017, 18. And also, like, with my mutuals as well, they're also very supportive. I would say about 50 plus of my mutuals do follow me on Instagram, and they do support my content a lot more than people that live within the same area as me, and the people that have grown up with me. And I do appreciate that, and I hope that we still, you know, remain a connection throughout, you know, this new transition, and that we all are, you know, successful at the end of this. And another thing that I'm really like proud of myself doing on TikTok is making original content and not always following trends and stuff like that, or just using trending sounds in my own way. And with me doing that, it allowed me to create universal content and videos that could be reused and repurposed on other platforms, and they absolutely will. They are already saved, and they already have been reused on, you know, other platforms. I've posted videos on here and Instagram that I've posted many, well, not many, maybe like 2 to 3 years ago on TikTok, and they end up going viral on each of these platforms. So I do encourage everyone who is on TikTok now, you have 2 to 3 days to save all the videos that you can, and make sure that you repurpose those on YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. Plans after TikTok. So, you know, since I'm already like out of the creator fund, you know, so many rules have changed and shifted throughout, you know, the development of TikTok. So many different guidelines started being made for what it takes for you to be monetized, and, you know, video duration limits and stuff like that. So I've been stopped making the amount of money that I used to make, well, money that used to mean something, from the creator fund. So I kind of am not losing anything from that. I would say the main thing that I'm losing is, you know, the following, the reach, and also TikTok has a very amazing editing software, because they're I believe they're powered by CapCut as well, and I believe TikTok and CapCut has connections, so maybe CapCut can also be on the verge of being gone as well. I think that's still up in the air. But you know, the in-app editing on that app is unmatched to any other platform. Like, I feel like everyone would have to step that up for everyone to start making content and editing their content in app. But yeah, my plans after TikTok is to basically still remain active on social media throughout using my TikToks, repurposing them, but also like adding more content, you know, because I can't just use TikToks and post them as reels and shorts. There's more creative things that I want to do, and I feel like this banning of TikTok in the US is forcing me to show up as myself authentically, not only on TikTok, but in every area that I am present in. I do see this as a blessing in disguise, and this is definitely going to be a challenge, because it's going to force me into doing something that I have been avoiding to do for a very long time. And it's going to be embarrassing at first. You know, with people just watching me, I'm going to feel, and I already feel like I'm just being watched. And sometimes I do feel like a court jester when I'm just 100% being myself and enjoying myself on social media. But I feel like if I constantly just push through this, especially on Instagram, I would be able to really change my life for the better and the lives of people around me, and be more happier because I'm being me. I'm becoming more aligned also with people who actually want me around and people who actually deserve me and my energy. And I believe that's like one of the reasons why I do struggle with, you know, maintaining, you know, and retaining like a certain type of audience that I would like to have. And the connection with an audience that I would like to have is because I'm not 100% myself in every area. So they're still trying to figure out like, well, who are you? What are you? Like, what's really going on? Like, you keep showing us like this different thing, and it's like one moment you're this, one moment you're that. But I feel like if I just show everything all at one time and not hold back, that I will have the family like supportive system and just all around network as well that I have always aspired to have through just creating. And yeah, all that I can say is that we can only pray for the best to happen. I know that some people have TikTok as their main income, and I am seriously praying for them. And I know that they will find better because, you know, it's in God's hands. And if you're also actively working, because work without faith is dead. So if you're actively working and you also prayed up, you good. You in good hands. And I will say the same for me as well. Um, all of us are entering a new phase, a new shift, a new transformation, and we must embrace the change. That is the only way that we're going to grow. That is the only way we're going to be able to move forward. So, yeah, that's all I really have for this video. RIP to TikTok. You've been loved, and thank you for also loving on us. And yeah, that's all I have. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and be on the lookout for more content that I have coming as well. Expect more IRL content, meaning that I will be doing more like leaving these 4 green walls, because I'm tired of sitting here on every video and every thumbnail being me behind this green wall. But you know, that's going to be part of my growth process of TikTok leaving. And you know, yeah, we just gonna show. We just gonna show you. We're not gonna talk about it. We just gonna show you. But yeah, thank y'all for watching.